I'm so grateful to have you here though. If you're joining for our chair yoga, welcome. Make sure that you do have a seat, a chair as well, preferably one that does not have any, what do you call them? I'm thinking in French right now. Nothing on the side here. You want open space on the side. So if you can find a chair that's open right there, beautiful. That's what we want. Other than that, the rest that you need is just comfy clothes like I have today. T-shirt, leggings. I even have my heater on the side to keep me nice and warm during the practice. And if you want to set some essential oils on your wrists, go ahead. That may be your thing. Anywho, we will be starting with some chair yoga, especially for those who are seniors or who have any knee issues. This can be really perfect for you. So we'll begin. For our chair yoga, scoot yourself wherever it's comfortable, wherever your feet can plant nicely on the floor. So we're going to be nice and flat on the floor. If that means scooting forward on the chair, go ahead and do that. I am one of those who are short, so I can never sit all the way back in my chair or else my feet lift up. So if this is you, go ahead, scoot yourself forward. And then when you're ready, place your hands on your thighs gently. Let's just take a moment to straighten the spine, slightly tuck the chin in towards the chest. Maybe roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Take a moment to settle down into your body, maybe smiling at the corners of your mouth. Maybe noticing your breathing at the moment, noticing if your air is getting trapped in any parts of your lungs or diaphragm. If so, just breathe a little deeper, a little slower, taking a little longer for every inhale and every exhale. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. Let it go all the way back down your spine. Return back to the normal breathing. We'll be doing very gentle yoga today. And first things first, we're going to start just lifting our toes off the floor. Just lifting the toes up and down. So just lifting the toes up and down. Up and down. 5 times in total. Take your time. Maybe noticing the engagement of the ankle. Maybe noticing any muscles in your foot or even the back, like the calf, lifting up and engaging. And we're going to do the same thing, but in the opposite direction. So lifting the heels this time. Just lifting the heels 5 times in total. Take your time. Every time you lift them up, you're going to inhale. Every time they go down, we exhale. Inhale, lift up, engage your calves, your ankles. Exhale, drop them down. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. I think we can do one more. We got it in ourselves. One more time up. And exhale down. We're going to do the same thing we did with lifting the feet up, the toes up. But this time, I welcome you to extend your toes out to the side. Spread your toes out as much as you can. I have my socks on, so you might not see it as much. But go ahead, inhale, lift your toes, spread them as much as you can, and then lift them back down. One more time. Spread, spread, spread. And back down. Last time, third time. Lift them up. Spread your toes. And relax. We're going to lift our heels. Once again, 5 more times. This time, see if you can spread your toes nice and wide as the heels are lifting up. Inhale up. Exhale down. You notice the engagement of the legs and the toes. Everything is engaged now. Inhale up. Exhale down. It's a different sensation, and this is really great for people with bunions or any, sometimes, at least for me, I used to be a ballerina, and I have bunions now, and sometimes my big toes angle inwards. So by spreading my feet out, my muscle memory is kind of being rehabilitated, oh my goodness, to separate from the angle that it's going. And the more I practice this, the more my muscle will be able to extend more and more every time. Let's do the last 2. And last one. Beautiful. Let's just shake our shoulders out. Rolling your shoulders towards the back. I'm keeping my hands on my thighs just to exaggerate the movement and see where my limit is with my range of motion, and then in the other direction. If you can tell, I'm having a hard time speaking in English today, even though English is my first language. Sometimes it's just like that. Don't mind me. All right, let's do our last one. Okay, next one, I will show you how we will get into it, but if your leg does not extend all the way forward, don't worry, we don't have to extend all the way up, just go with where your body is at the moment. So we will be clasping our fingers behind our leg where the thigh is, and slowly lifting the leg in front. If you need, just heel toe the other leg towards the center to find some balance, and then extend the leg in front. If you're able to walk your hands a little more forward, go ahead. And we'll just start by flexing and pointing the foot, just like that. If your leg does not straighten all the way and it just stays here, or maybe you need to grab your knee instead and just do that here, you can do that as well. What we're trying to do is to really stretch out the back of the leg, the hamstring a bit, and by flexing and pointing, we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the hamstring and also the connection with the glutes and a bit of the spine as well. Take your time, flexing and pointing. Maybe challenge yourself, walk yourself a little closer towards the back of the knee, extend your heel forward. Yeah. If you guys like this, let me know in the comments. We can always add variations if you liked one position more than the other. And then start creating some circles of the ankles in one direction. And in the other. Start to notice that it's kind of like spreading your toes. So really allow your toes to be as goofy and out there as possible. And when you're ready, go ahead and lower down the foot. We're gonna go for the other leg when you're ready. I like to walk my opposite leg towards the center so that when I grab the back of my leg and I pull it up, I don't fall off center. My gravity's right there. And then go ahead, find what works for you. Extend your heel in front. Maybe that means bending the knee a little bit for you in order to get here. That's completely fine. Or you can always bend the knee, grab the front of the knee right here with your two hands, and then start to flex and point. We will get to this position later, but that is an option for this. So once again, flexing and pointing, kind of like a ballerina. See if you can also separate your toes here once again. Imagine that you're trying to kick your heel forward. Try to make sure that your chest is open, you're not rounding forward, you're still sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders down, away from the ears. And when you're ready, starting to circle the ankles in one direction. It's almost like I can feel all the muscles in my ankle here. It's quite lovely. And in the other direction. Circling it in the opposite direction can feel different, and that's very, very normal. All right, extend your heel forward, straight spine, lift, 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 and bend your knee, lower it back down. Sit back up, and let's just gently circle the wrists. That was a lot on the hands. And in the other direction. Bring your hands back down towards your knees. So take a moment to just extend the spine nice and tall once again. Shoulders away from the ears. Open your chest forward. I like to tuck my chin slightly in towards the chest so that my spine and my neck elongate even more. And focus on the very bottom of your spine, where your sacrum and your coccyx are. I welcome you to use your mind to focus on that area and extend it nice and tall. And I'll just move sideways so you can see what I mean. Is if you're sitting like this, here, I'll show it like that too. If you're sitting like this, that's no good. If you extend the spine up, you're focusing on elongating the spine as well, all the way up and down, that's great. But I'm not asking you to arch the back, I'm just asking you to keep it neutral. So whatever works for you, stay there. And when you're ready, we'll be clasping the fingers together, gently placing it in front of the right knee. Heel toe your opposite leg towards the center so you can find your gravity, and then gently lift the knee up. Pull in as much as is comfortable for you. Keep that spine straight. If you want, you can flex and point your toes once again. Bend your elbows, pull towards your chest. Whatever is comfortable, get to that limit, find your edge. And then we'll gently be grabbing the left hand towards the foot and gently rotating the knee outwards to place the leg on the knee. From there, you can keep this hand position and just focus on using your right hand to apply a little bit of weight, a little bit of pressure on the knee. You're rotating the hip open here. And you can stay there. You're also welcome to keep the left hand on the hip instead. Just depends on how much you trust your leg to stay on your knee. Something that I do want to recommend, because I always find it bringing my leg a little higher to be painful, because my thigh is very sensitive, the muscle there is very sensitive for me. So say if my leg was up here, it would be painful. And that's why I always bring it just above the knee. That's the sweet spot for me. So if that helps you at all, tell me that's better. All right, from there, if you would like a little bit of a challenge, you can stay where we're at here, or you can gently push the knee away, or you can place the foot on the inside of the elbow, grabbing the leg and gently pulling up. This is also done on the floor for those who are able to do more than chair yoga. A lot of times we do this while sitting, and then we grab the leg with our arms and pull towards the chest. Here is the same concept, and we're using the corner of the elbow as support. So it's not in the middle of the arm, it's really the corner here, the indent, and then gently lifting up. Be careful though, if your spine is hurting or it's rounding too much, just go one step before, or just start here. Just grab the bind, keep the spine straight, and start there. Notice the stretch of the hip. If you're able to get all the way up and you have your hands around, you're also welcome to rock, almost like you have a baby in your arms. Gently opening the hips. This is a lot though, so like I mentioned, you're always welcome to just stay here. All right, wherever you're at, gently lower your leg down. We're going to grab the knee in front with our two hands and pull it in towards the chest. When you're ready, drop the foot down. Other side, same thing. Our hands clasped together. Pull the knee up, whatever flexibility works for you. Go ahead, create some circles of the ankle, flex and point if you would like. And when you're ready, gently creating a number 4 with the legs. Option to stay here, pushing into the knee. Option to have the right hand on the hip instead. Option to go a little further, go for the crease of the arm, wrapping both arms around, maybe even lifting the leg up and cradling your leg. This would be supported pigeon. No. Well, there's supported pigeon where you're on your back and you're doing this, but I think it would be seated supported pigeon if you were like fully seated on your hips doing this. I'm giving that name in case you would like to look it up, and you enjoy this position, this asana. Deep breaths, keep at it. Make sure that your spine is still nice and tall. Lower your leg down onto your knee. Clasp your hands in front and gently bring your knee in towards the chest and lower down fully. How are we feeling? Was that a lot? Yeah, we liked it? Okay, good. So that means we're good for the rest of the class. When you're ready, we'll be placing our left hand on the right knee. From here, reach and grab for the back of the chair. Wherever you're at, Once you have that twist, I welcome you to inhale, elongate, straighten the spine even more. Imagine that there's like a string pulling you towards the ceiling from the top of your head. And on the exhale, you can push into the knee, twist a little deeper, gaze even further back, and keep doing that for the next few breaths. For every inhale, you straighten your spine even more. For every exhale, you twist in a little deeper. Maybe you can grab the other side of the chair if it's accessible to you. Just make sure that your heels do not lift up off the ground. Your hips are still parallel to the chair. And gently return back to center. And to the other side, right hand, left knee. Left hand reaches back to the back of the chair. Maybe you can rub all the way towards the back. Maybe bending your elbow will help you twist a little bit deeper. Go wherever your body is asking you to go. Don't push yourself. No, we don't want any pain here. And then once again, inhale, straighten your spine, elongate. Exhale, push into your knee, twist a little deeper. See if you can look back, almost like you're an owl, doing a 180 with your head. Continue like that. 2 more breaths on your own. You can pull on the back of the chair to help you get there. And inhale, gaze back in front, and release the chair. Phew! I loved that. That was great for the lower and upper spine, but mostly the lower spine, I would say. Now, we are going to move into some deeper stretches, and I will offer different variations for different accessibility points of your body. However, I do want to offer a little side bend for those who would enjoy it right now. Clasping your fingers together, flipping your palms in front, and we're just going to reach our hands up. I notice that my hands are going to leave the screen, possibly. Oh, good, we're here. So just take a moment, pull the shoulders down. So if your shoulders are all the way up, try to pull them down away from the ears. Maybe gaze up towards your hands. Puff your chest forward. Maybe your head can fall back. And then gently, we're going to do a side bend here. So keeping the hands just gently stretching to the side, to the right. Engage your core. And to the center. Exhaling to the left. Once again, engaging your core, allowing your ribs to wrap around, to open up to the side. And inhale, center. Cactus your elbows, creating a 90-degree angle in your arms. And open the chest, let the head fall back slightly. Open your neck. And gently go ahead, hug yourself. Wrap your arms around. You might feel that stretch between the shoulder blades. And same thing with the other side. Inhale, cactus. And other side. So opposite arm will be in front this time, or on top, however you'd like to see it. And hugging yourself fully. Allowing the back to open up, the shoulder blades to move out of the way. And inhale, cactus. And bring your hands down. Lovely. Who was able to feel the back of their, like the space between the shoulder blades open up? At least for me, I really felt that. Give me just a thumbs up if you felt that. Maybe it just takes practice to understand that muscle movement too. But other than that, we'll be moving on. So I am definitely far in front on my chair here because I'm short, but I'll just move gently so that it'll be a little easier. We will be moving into a warrior two with the support of the chair. So don't worry, we're still using the chair. And the first variation, the first option would be to scoot over to the right as much as you can, almost towards the edge. And then we're going to move the left leg to the side fully. So you can see I'm short. My heel is lifted up off the ground. So I'm just going to move a little bit so that my heel can eventually lower down. From there, you're welcome to stay right here and lift the arms up in warrior two. So our goal is to have the front knee lifted or in a 90-degree angle. However, if you have access, you can shimmy your foot all the way back. And because I have the flexibility for this, I'm just gonna show you straight on what I mean. If I was taller, my heel would lower down, so just ignore that for now. But the goal is to be fully on the chair like this. We are straightening out the back of the leg and reaching our arms to each direction. And I do want to pinpoint the shoulder. If you notice that your shoulder is like this, take a moment to rotate and open the shoulder. Maybe you notice the inside of the arm opens up. That's what we want, instead of having the chest and the shoulder roll inwards. Take your time, engage the core right here. Pull in. Maybe engaging the thigh, the glute. We will be flipping our palms up. From here, go ahead and reach the left arm all the way up. Your support should still be on the chair. Most of your weight, 90% of the weight should be on your chair. I have more weight on my heel now because my front heel is lifted. And gently back to warrior two. Bring your hands in prayer in front of your chest. And gently heel toe your back foot in front. We'll change sides gently. So slowly move over to the left edge of the chair. Taking our time. Our right leg is going to go out to the side. Right there. I'll keep my heel lifted for this practice here. And then once again, you're welcome to stay here in warrior two. Once again, making sure that you're not rolling the shoulder like this, but you're really opening up, you're broadening through the chest, gazing past the right middle finger. And then if you have the full practice, the full warrior two here, it's accessible to you, just heel toeing the foot behind you. And same thing, finding that posture, keeping the spine straight, gazing past the hand. In this position, you should be able to gaze to the backhand and still gaze past the middle finger. So what I mean by that is the arm wouldn't be too far back, too far in front. It's a full line from the backhand to the front hand. One straight line. Go ahead and flip your wrists here and go for your reverse warrior. Either reaching back like this, or you can wrap that left hand behind your back for a deeper stretch. When you're ready, return back to warrior two. Bring your hands in prayer and gently heel toe your legs back together. We're gonna go for a beautiful, beautiful neck and spine stretch here. So when you're ready, make sure that your heels are still touching the floor. So that's very important because we'll be folding forward. And I do want to advise if you have a hard time folding forward, this can be really helpful. This position or this practice can be very, very helpful. However, if you find it very tough to fold forward and to elongate your spine, you can always place a pillow on your thighs, on your legs, and you can really hug the pillow as you fold forward. Like that. You can place it right here between the belly and the thighs as you go forward. If you don't need it, we'll just be gently walking our hands down, dropping the head, and taking your time in this fold, shaking your head yes and no, side to side. If you would like a deeper stretch, we can use humble warrior arms by clasping our hands behind our back, pulling them straight, straightening our arms, and then pushing the hands away from the lower spine towards the head, and that will help our head lower down even more. Just depends on what you're looking for here. So this is the deepest stretch available today. If not, you can stay here in the forward fold, or you can have a pillow right between your chest and your thighs. Deep breaths. When you're ready, gently walk your hands up towards your knees. And we'll be going through our last one together. All right. I have two positions in mind, but I'm not sure what you would prefer. Do you want a neck stretch or more of a hip opener? So if you want to write, give me a thumbs up for hip opener or a heart for the neck stretch. Honestly, both are great. Just depends how you want to finish this class today. Or we can do both too. Just depends on what you guys want. Nothing? Okay, I'll just decide on my own. We'll go for the last one. I think a neck stretch is what I'm interested in the most right now. So we're gonna extend our left arm to the side, fingers pointing up, kind of like, oh, I'm a dainty lady, like that type of character. And then with the other arm, right arm, we're gonna extend it over the left ear. Extend your spine nice and tall, no rounding of the spine. And then on the exhale, slowly just allow the weight of your arms to gently pull the head to the right side while the left fingers are lifted up. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. Bringing our attention to the shoulder, allowing the connection of the neck and spine to relax. One breath after another. Last 2 breaths. And gently come back to center. Release the arm over the head. And we're going to go for the other side. So once again, lifting the right fingers up and going for the left side, reaching the left arm over the right ear, extending the spine nice and tall. And then on the exhale, just using the weight of the arm to gently go for the side stretch, the neck stretch. Taking really deep breaths. On the exhales, give yourself permission to release the tension, any tension that might be lying between the neck and the shoulder, maybe even in the upper spine. Just taking your time. Keep lifting those fingers up, extending the arm. Three more deep breaths on your own. Slowly allowing the shoulder to drop lower and lower. And our last exhale. Inhale, extend the arm up. And exhale, gently bring your hands back to your thighs, to your legs. Take any extra movements you'd like to do. Maybe do a little dance. Thank you for joining. This is a rather quick chair yoga. And if you liked it, if you do want more, let me know, because I do want what I teach to be actually useful for you. I'm sharing this for you guys. So if there's anything specific that you wish was added or was enhanced in any way, please let me know. I would be so happy to make this experience more tailored for you guys. I will say adieu for now and enjoy the beautiful weather.